Hey guys, this is Franklin. In this video, I'm gonna talk about surface creation. Let's go to this perspective view. The standard toolbar, you can find it here in the surface creation tab. Let's drag it to the viewport. These all are the tools which we are going to use for creating surface. Here the first one is surface from points. Let's place some points before creating a surface. Now just click on this function. Now we can create a surface by selecting these points like this. And here we have surface from planar curves, which is planar surface. This is the function which I use to create a surface in the most of the cases. By using this function, you can create a surface in a closed curve. Let's draw a curve, just closed curve. Now type planar surface. Here we have planar surface. Let's click on this. Now you have to select the curves to build surface. Select this and press enter. This will create a surface. But if the curve is not closed, it will not create a surface. There are two things we need to check before using this function. One is a curve must be closed. It should be a closed surface, closed curve, and the curve should be in a planar. If the curve is like this, if the curve is not in the planar, we can't create this surface by using planar surface. The next method is surface from network of curves, which is network surface. The command name is network surface. You can select from here or else just type network surface. Yeah, before that, let's draw some curves. I wanted to create a surface with this cross section. In that case, we can use this network surface. Just click on this network surface and select all the curves and press enter. This will create a surface in the cross section of which we gave. Let's try one more time. I want to add some extra cross sections here. Now just select this network surface and select all the curves and press enter. It will create a surface according to the cross sections. And next, here we have loft. Loft is one of the most important function in Rhino. Let's see about that. I'm gonna draw some circles for profile and make some copy in the Z direction and make a little bit scale in this circles. Now type loft, select all the curves and press enter, and again enter. It will create a surface according to the curves which we gave. Okay, and one more beautiful thing about loft is, let's create another wireframe. Okay, I think it's fine for now. Let's make a copy. Then made a little bit scale. Now before using loft, just turn on this record history. By turn on this record history, we can edit after the surface creation. Okay, let's create a surface by using loft. Just type loft and select all the curves and press enter and again enter. It will create a surface like before. But now this time as we turn on the record history, now if you select the curve and make a change, it will reflect on the surface. Now we have more control on this form. We can make this however we want by modifying these curves. But the thing is, you have to edit the curves only. If you do anything to the surface, it will break the record history. After that, you can do the modification of the surface. But there is one thing in loft. If you create a surface with a closed curve, let me show you. Let's draw a closed curve and one open curve like this. Okay, now we have two closed curves and two open curves. If you try to create a surface in a closed curve, let's type loft closed curve to open curve. It cannot be created using loft. Either it should be open or closed curves, but not both. Let's type loft. You can create a surface using loft on the closed curves or the open curves, but you can't create a surface using both. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And here we have patch. Generally, if we want to create a surface, we'll use planar surface. Let me show you. Let's randomly draw a plane. We'll use to create a surface in this curve. Mostly we'll use planar surface. But if the curve is not in a single plane like this, if we try to use the planar surface command in this case, it cannot be created. In this case, we can use patch. Just click on this patch and select the curve and press enter, and it will open a pop-up bar like this. You can specify the UV values here. I'm gonna give 5 and 5 and press enter. It will create a surface like this. You can do the same for creating any surface, like any complex surface which is not in the plane. Just select the curve and type patch. Increase the UV value here, just 15 and press enter. It will create a surface on this curve. The UV lines is these. Before we just gave 5 and 5, which is 5 lines here and 5 lines this sides. But in this curve we gave 15 curves, then 15 UV lines, which we have 15 UV lines in this surface. When you create a surface using patch, you need to consider a few things. Let's select this curve and type patch. Here you need to check this automatic trim. If you do not check this, it will create a surface like this, which is the untrimmed surface. So like when we use the patch command, you need to check this automatic trim and also the UV spans according to your needs. And when you do a complex shape, higher UV number will create a precise shape than the lower numbers. Okay, let's now move on to the other functions. Here we have a rectangle plane. This is similar like the rectangle lines which we used to create. Let's click on this and then drag this corner to corner like this, and here we have 3 points, and this is a vertical rectangle. And finally we have a fit through points. Fit through points is also the same. Like let's create some points here and select this function and select all the curves and press enter. It will approximately fix the rectangular surface within your points. Actually, most of the time we won't use these surface creation tools. And the most frequently used surface creation command is planar surface and also loft. Sometimes we'll use this patch and the network surface. Okay, just keep explore by yourself, guys. I'll see you on the next video.